Danganronpa.
Junko Enoshima is...
Right the fuck here! Sorry to keep you waiting. Even if nobody was waiting. Even if it makes you go, what? Again? The Diva of Despair takes the stage once more. Junko Enoshima, the 53rd.
There you have it! Once again, the mastermind is Junko Enoshima!
Junko Enoshima, the 53rd?
Tsumugi, what's the matter? Aren't you Tsumugi Shirogane? Our friend who survived with us?
Sorry about that. You can go ahead and forget about Tsumugi Shirogane.
Because I'm just a character. You know, a lie.
Sorry to all her fans out there. If any of you even exist, that is.
A lie?
Tsumugi Shirogane was nothing more than a cover for me, the mastermind. Ooh, calling her your friend? Ugh, it's laughable, really. Really, I'm gonna laugh.
Are you serious? You're the mastermind behind this?
But why? That face and that voice. It's just like...
Junko Enoshima.
I know, right? Oh, does it make you fall into despair? Well, does it?
No, that's not possible. Junko Enoshima is dead.
But why did you call yourself the 53rd?
As history repeats itself, so does Junko Enoshima.
Yeah?
As you can see, I am a perfect reproduction of Junko Enoshima.
So, you're just a freak pretending to be Junko Enoshima, huh?
No, a perfect reproduction.
Perfect reproductions are exactly the same as the original.
Her logic is impossible to follow, much like the real Junko Enoshima's.
Whatever it is, you're the actual mastermind of this killing game, right? So if we kill you, then that'll be the end, correct?
Oh, don't say mean things like that. Besides, killing me never ends the game.
It never ends the game? What do you mean?
She's bluffing. Let's just kill her and get it over with.
Wait, if force is necessary, it should wait until after we see what she... No need, Kibo, because this class trial is over.
What? It's already over? Oh, but I just showed up.
You killed Kaede, and Monokuma covered it up with a false narrative. The class trials are rigged, and this whole game is illegitimate.
Oh, that. Right. Yeah, I definitely messed that up. Sorry about that. So?
So? Is that all you have to say?
The viewers won't accept that kind of apology. You gotta stop the killing game!
Huh? The viewers?
It seems like you're on the wrong track, so let me explain.
Okay, so first, I'll start with the event that inspired me to plan this killing game. That was about the time the meteorite impact started intensifying.
Did she just start some big story on her own?
I knew of Hope's Peak Academy's Gopher Project, and my inner Junko told me.
Crushing the Gopher Project, humanity's last hope, would be the perfect despair.
That's when I took over the killing game I devised. I forced those selected as humanity's last hope to play my killing game.
And then I took the name Tsumugi Shirogane and sneaked in among them.
Did Kokichi know about this? Wasn't he a remnant of despair? He was your comrade, right?
Huh? Comrade? Junko Enoshima doesn't have comrades.
It's like, you don't need a remote after you've thrown out the TV, right?
The remnants of despair are just a bunch of despair fanboys and fangirls.
But I am despair itself.
I am a god of despair. Kokichi was just one of my believers.
A god wouldn't be comrades with one of their believers, right?
Then Kokichi didn't know your true identity either.
What a hopeless existence he led. To the end, he had no idea the object of his worship was right under his nose.
I don't care about your story. Tell us about the people watching. Who's this killing game being shown to? Where are the survivors of humanity?
There's nobody watching.
Huh?
We were the last 16 people alive, you know. Who could be watching? Humanity is gone.
No, you're lying. If this isn't being shown to anyone, why care so much about rules? You're the one who keeps talking about making the game interesting. For whom?
That was just a part of my perfect reproduction.
Your what?
I just perfectly reproduced my own killing game is all. Just like the old Junko. The original was meant to be shown, so that's how I made mine.
You just wanted to recreate the past killing game. That's it?
Yep, that's it.
There are no survivors of humanity. Things are just as you recalled.
That is the truth of the Ultimate Academy killing game!
No, that's wrong!
Oh dear! I am so surprised!
Maybe we all remember that there's no one left out there. But how do we know our memories are real?
Huh? What do you mean by that? You think your memories are wrong?
There's something that's been bothering me about our memories. Here, look at this book.
The complete history of Hope's Peak Academy?
This book contains years of research about Hope's Peak Academy. Nothing would indicate this book is a prop. I believe the information here is accurate. But there's a lot written in here that differs from our memories.
What is different?
To know that for certain, I'll need everyone's help. I want you all to tell me everything that you remember about Hope's Peak Academy.
We just need to talk about what we remember from Hope's Peak? Okay.
So it started with the biggest, most awful, most tragic event in human history. That event originated at Hope's Peak Academy, inspiring wars and terrorism around the world. It would not be hyperbole to say that event brought despair to all mankind.
And it was all caused by a single high school girl.
Yeah, it was me! Junko Enoshima enrolled in Hope's Peak Academy as the ultimate fashionista. But my real identity was the ultimate despair. In order to cover the world in despair, I put my plans...
Wait a minute. Something doesn't add up here.
Huh? I detect no discrepancy in my memory banks.
Yes. Everything we just said is just like we remember it. But it doesn't match what's written in the history of Hope's Peak Academy.
I'll determine exactly why later. For now, I need to identify the discrepancy.
So you gotta play Spot the Difference! Point out what everyone is mistaken about in their memories of Hope's Peak Academy. All right, time to play some Danganronpa trivia!
man. The history of Hope's
The
Peak?
biggest, most awful, most tragic event in human history.
That event originated at Hope's Peak Academy, inspiring war and terrorism around the world.
Is it the discrepancy I pointed out in the investigation? It contradicts the memory Suichi and Maki received from the flashback light. The key passages of the document are as follows. The cause of the biggest, most awful, most tragic human event in human history was the ultimate despair. The term ultimate despair can be referred to both the group and the events caused by Junko Enoshima. In order to plunge the world into despair, the ultimate despairs plotted the killing game of Hope's Peak's 78th class. To protect themselves from tragedy, the 78th class sealed themselves inside Hope's Peak Academy as part of the Hope's Peak Academy Shelter Project. Hope's Peak Academy did not admit students by application. They were only to be admitted was by being scouted. So that contradicts how we remember getting there, because we applied, but that was after it was rebuilt. Maybe it changed. But that's my best guess right now.
The cause of all that despair was just a single high school girl.
A student of Hope's Peak Academy.
The ultimate despair! Junko Enoshima!
I did everything in my power
To spread despair over the entire world!
Something doesn't add about that statement doesn't match with the history. No, there was two. It was, well, I mean, oh fuck it, I should just say the name. Like, we're so, who cares at this point? Junko's twin sister was Mukuro Ikusaba, who was rather a throwaway character that you didn't really get to know in Danganronpa 1. So she wasn't alone. Well, she also influenced a lot of people outside the academy.
The biggest, most awful, most tragic event in human history.
That event originated at Hope's Peak Academy, inspiring war and terrorism around the world.
The cause of all that despair was just a single high school girl.
I fucking
A
missed.
student of Hope's Peak
I super missed.
Junko Enoshima! World!
The biggest, most awful, most tragic event in human history.
That event originated at Hope's Peak Academy,
Inspiring war and terrorism around the
world.
The cause of all that despair was just a single high school girl.
That's wrong! One high school girl started the tragedy, the ultimate despair, Junko Enoshima. At least that's what I remember, but that's not what this book says. Ultimate despair doesn't just refer to Junko Enoshima. It refers to a group and the movement that came after. To put it simply, there's more to ultimate despair than Junko Enoshima.
This is the first time I've heard about this. Wasn't Junko the ultimate despair?
That's what I recall as well. That label should only apply to her.
Coincidences sure are scary. Everyone misremembered the same thing.
Coincidence? Misremembered?
No, it's not coincidence. I know there's a difference in these memories.
And that's not all. There are other discrepancies I'd like to point out.
Ugh, does it even matter? I'm bored already.
Just shut up.
So, let's continue where we left off. Junko resorted to different tactics to cover the world with despair. The killing game between the 78th class of Hope's Peak Academy, for example.
They were locked up and forced into the killing game by the ultimate despair.
But boo-hoo. When I, the one who started it all, died, events were set in motion.
and the world began to move towards restoration.
Then the fight between the Future Foundation and the remnants of despair raged on! But the worst-case scenario was avoided! Yay! A happy ending.
Not yet. There are more points that conflict with the history. I'll point those out next.
The biggest, most awful, most tragic event in human history happened because Junko had prepared countless ways of spreading despair.
Like the killing game of the 78th class of Hope's Peak Academy.
They were held prisoner by the ultimate despair and forced into the killing game.
Oh, I have some bad news about that. The events that my death set in motion are only now reaching their climax.
So the remnants of despair and the Future Foundation are still fighting, but for now, we've avoided the worst of it.
It's different from our memories after all. What's the contradiction?
The biggest...
So founders in the Ultimate Supreme Leaders Research Lab, blah blah blah. Cause of the most awful, most tragic event in human history. To protect themselves from the tragedy. Okay.
Most awful, most tragic event in human history of spreading despair.
Like the killing game of the 78th class of Hope's Peak Academy.
They were held prisoner by the ultimate despair.
That's wrong!
They were originally in Hope's Peak as shelter. Is that what it's saying?
It wasn't the ultimate despair that trapped the 78th class in Hope's Peak Academy. It was the class themselves. They shut themselves in.
Shut themselves in?
Why would they shut themselves in?
It has to do with the Hope's Peak Academy shelter project. During the tragedy, the 78th class trapped themselves inside Hope's Peak Academy for protection.
So our memory of the 78th class being trapped by the ultimate despair?
Are you saying our memories are wrong?
It just means those documents were written all half-assed. There's no need to worry about it. Your memories are all correct.
What you've been saying isn't consistent. First you said it was just coincidence.
Huh. Is that so?
Let's just move on. I want to talk about one more thing from our memories. It's about the rebuilt Hope's Peak Academy that we were attending.
What about Hope's Peak Academy?
There's no doubt that the 16 of us were students at Hope's Peak Academy. We heard it had been rebuilt and was accepting applications for talented students again. And so, we gathered at the brand new Hope's Peak Academy.
Since Hope's Peak Academy was large, we were all in separate classes. But there's no doubt we were students of the new school.
Just like I thought, there's something wrong in there. But why? Why are our memories so different? So maybe they're not actually ultimates? Either way, we know that they couldn't have applied.
Hope's Peak Academy was rebuilt. And with that, recruitment of talented students resumed.
When we found out, we came to the new Hope's Peak Academy.
The new Hope's Peak Academy was a huge school, which is why we were all in different classes.
But we're all the same!
That's right. We were all students of Hope's Peak Academy.
Why? Why are our memories different?
Hope's Peak Academy was rebuilt. And with that, recruitment of talented students resumed.
That's wrong!
Glad I knew about this, like, way back in the investigation.
We remember Hope's Peak Academy taking applications from talented students. But that's not what's written here. The Academy did not take applications. All of their students were scouted.
Scouted? I've never heard that.
I wasn't scouted. I applied to Hope's Peak Academy on my own.
Me too. I chose to come to Hope's Peak. At least, that's what I remember.
Are you saying we're remembering it wrong?
But what if this book's just wrong? Researchers make mistakes too.
Maybe so, but I'm not getting all this from just the book. there is other evidence as well.
Other what?
The killing game we're in now is one that began with Hope's Peak Academy. So this is the third game after Hope's Peak and Jabberwock Island. But remember what Rantaro said?
Well, the truth is, this isn't your first killing game. You're the ultimate survivor. You survived the last killing game.
But Rantaro's name wasn't listed among the past participants of the game. He was not present at the 2 killing games that Junko orchestrated.
Then, which killing game did Rantaro participate in?
I'm not entirely sure, but it's clearly inconsistent, isn't it? And the inconsistencies don't stop there. Kokichi's account is also suspect.
Kokichi's account is inconsistent too?
Oh, an inconsistency? Do tell.
We remember Kokichi as a remnant of despair. But I don't think that's true. He wasn't a remnant of despair.
He wasn't a remnant of despair?
That's impossible! He was definitely a remnant of despair. The remnants of despair were the ones who tried to stop the Gopher Project. And Kokichi was their leader. If he was the one leading the remnants of despair, then he must have been second only to the ultimate despair herself.
Yes, he loved me more than anyone. Like an obsessed fan hiding in the bushes. So where's your proof he wasn't a remnant of despair?
The proof that Kokichi isn't a remnant of despair. It's his video, right?
This is it! The motive video we found in Kokichi's dorm room.
Kokichi Oma, the ultimate supreme leader. He caused mayhem the world over as the leader of the secret organization, DICE. And by mayhem, I mean petty, non-violent crimes and harmless pranks. Anyway, Kokichi had 10 loyal goons working for him. These goons were like friends and family, the most important people in his life.
An organization centered around petty crimes, one that forbids murder. And in addition to that, the group was only 10 people. That's far too few to be the same group that tried to sabotage the Gopher Project. Meaning that whatever group Kokichi was a part of is not the remnants of despair. His motive video clearly contradicts our memories. The memory we have of Kokichi being a remnant has to be false.
You mean, he wasn't a remnant of despair? That's not possible.
Come to think of it, we never actually heard it directly from him.
But it's still not possible.
Kokichi didn't tell us because he wasn't exposed to that flashback light. And neither was Kaito.
Junko? Hope? Despair?
Kaito didn't appear to know anything about the remnants of despair, or Junko Inoshima.
If they'd been exposed to it, maybe we'd know the truth.
Maybe it's better that they weren't. I think the people who were affected by that flashback light were wrong.
What do you mean?
All of these weird inconsistencies are from memories we got from the flashback lights.
So the flashback lights are the cause?
You found the classroom that makes all the flashback lights, right, Shuichi?
Yes, and I noticed something strange about it. I actually did a little experimenting with a device hidden in the room. It allowed you to select the memory that a flashback light would recover. However, some of the memories were inconsistent with each other. One might say there are survivors, but another would say there are no survivors. Bizarre, right? The flashback lights allegedly help us recover our memories. We're supposed to remember the truth that we forgot, and there should only be one truth. But then having the option to recover contradictory memories doesn't make sense.
Then what are you saying?
Huh?
The flashback light isn't for recovering lost memories? Is that what you're saying?
Then what was it for?
What was it for, huh? Huh?
Go on, tell them. What are the flashback lights for?
What are the flashback lights used for? Why can you select different memories? What does it mean if those memories contradict each other? To put all these pieces together, it all makes sense. You should be able to see the real truth. Let's see. Question is, the flashback light does what to memories? A-M-I-L N-M-I-T-L Nope, not L. Crap. I can't figure. Why am I having such a hard time with this? Oh, I don't even have an idea of what the word is. Oh, I'm fucking dumb. It's implant. P L A N. I think this was a T. There we go.
Yes, that's it. The flashback light isn't supposed to help us remember anything. It's a tool for implanting false memories.
Implanting memories?
Yes, the memories you could select for the flashback lights weren't our real memories. They were memories to be implanted inside us. That's why the contents of those memories contradict each other. Once we're exposed to a flashback light, those memories become the truth to us.
So the memories we recovered with the flashback lights were...
Not real. They were all false memories. They were all lies.
Lies?
Oh, what a horrible truth! If the memories from the flashback lights are lies, then everything was a lie! Oh, the suspense and foreshadowing was for nothing! Can you believe it? It's like everything that happened didn't matter at all.
Well, that is what it means.
Huh?
Lies are just like snowballs. The more you roll them, the bigger they get. The bigger they are, the more fun and shocking it is when they're revealed.
That's why everything up till now has been lies. That's the truth.
The memories from the flashback lights were just lies?
It's just as Shuichi said. The flashback lights are not for recovering lost memories. They're tools for implanting new ones. The light they emit is actually information that has been converted to light waves. That light is beamed directly into the brain, causing a déjà vu sort of phenomenon. The brain gets confused and thinks the info it just received happened in the past.
We were just confused? For example, your memories of being students of Hope's Peak Academy?
Fake? You guys don't have anything to do with Hope's Peak Academy.
None of us were ever students there. It was just a fake memory. We're not students from Hope's Peak? Yep, that was all fake.
Looking back, it was a mistake to have you remember Hope's Peak.
I didn't originally plan on giving you those memories, but I was in a rush and overlooked all those inconsistencies, so you figured it all out.
It's hopelessly the worst.
So that's why Kokichi had to die?
Good job, Mr. Detective. You got it.
The only reason we thought Kokichi was a remnant was because of the flashback lights. But he did say that he was the leader of a cult organization. That was a lie he invented himself. He wanted to be the mastermind. He wanted us to believe it. That's why he lied.
Anyway, I gotta confess, you know that cult I mentioned earlier? The leader is me. Huh? Which means the mastermind who snuck Monokuma onto the Ark is... me.
He usurped the mastermind's role, but in doing so, became a thorn in their side. So to get rid of that hindrance, the mastermind played along with the lie. The mastermind manipulated us into thinking Kokichi was a remnant of despair.
At the same time, having everyone remember Hope's Peak Academy made you guys target him because you thought he was a remnant of despair.
You were using the flashback lights to control us?
Then the reason I tried to kill Kokichi was...
You were being controlled by false memories, like putty in the mastermind's hands. But Maki wasn't the only one being controlled. You all were! Remember when Kokichi revealed the truth of the outside world? You all got so depressed, you couldn't even focus on the killing game!
Wait, then, to make us recover from that, you...
Yep, we gave you memories of being Hope's Peak Academy students, the symbol of hope.
So you all could face despair. You controlled us with that fake memory?
Well, it wasn't just that memory. It was all of them up till now. New mysteries and truths turn to motivation. Motivation drives a story. Everything from the flashback lights was just motivation to move you forward. But I guess it was fake motivation.
You idiots kept getting jerked around by meaningless lies!
This class trial was like that too, wasn't it? Why was it you were so motivated to do it? Because you got a memory from one of the flashback lights, right?
Was that also a memory you used to control us?
Hey, what was it you guys remembered from it again? At first, you ran away from the Gopher Project, humanity's last hope. But then, you bravely chose to accept your fate. You took on all the wishes of your friends and family. And now, you remember how you got here. You remembered that you had all been entrusted with the world's hope, right? Remembering the weight of that hope should have made you feel stronger. I have to escape! I'll never give up! I won't be defeated by the mastermind!
Even though Kaito and Kokichi were gone, and Kibo started to go berserk, you guys didn't give up hope. You decided to face this killing game, right?
You were controlling our emotions? Even our resolve to defeat the mastermind?
This is a killing game. A death game where emotions run like blood.
If the participants aren't trying their best to live, it's just not very exciting.
Oh, the memories were fake? Then... that memory... and that memory... And that memory, 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 and that... If they were all fake memories, then... Where are we? Why are we in this killing game?
Yeah, who knows? My plans for mankind's last killing game kinda just fell apart. So figure out why on your own. This is a class trial, after all.
Then, who are you? I don't know who you are.
Huh? What's not to understand? Became me. What about that don't you get?
If this killing game is connected to Hope's Peak Academy, then I believe you. This is certainly the work of someone carrying on Junko Inoshima's will. But we have nothing to do with Hope's Peak, so you can't be Junko. So who the hell are you?
I'm me, no one else.
Fuck off.
What is this?
Huh? You know him, don't you? He was in the Jabberwock Island killing game.
I'm Hajime Hinata.
That's not what we mean. What are you doing? What am I doing? I'm just cosplaying.
Cosplaying?
Yeah, this is just cosplay.
But it's not just normal cosplay, because I can perfectly replicate the character.
Check it out! Even my voice sounds exactly the same.
Is Junko Enoshima also?
Yes, it's my cosplay. I can perfectly reproduce a number of characters and actually become them!
This is the talent of the ultimate cosplayer.
A number of characters?
How can she cosplay as students of Hope's Peak Academy? Because Tsumugi told us.
That's what cosplay is supposed to be in the first place. Lately, some people prefer to cosplay as non-fictional characters, which is unforgivable. It's so unforgivable that I break out in Cosbox if I even attempt it.
Ah, you remembered! Yes, that's exactly right!
So then, what does this mean?
What?
If what I said was the truth, then Hope's Peak Academy was...
What Hope's Peak Academy was. If Tsumugi can cosplay as them, there's only one possibility. It is fictional. Oh, I have a big rant brewing inside me. And, oh, Spike Chunsoft, you're about to make me very angry.
It's fictional. It's all fictional?
Fictional?
The biggest, most awful, most tragic event in human history never happened. Hope's Peak, the Future Foundation, and the remnants of despair do not exist. Because it's all fiction. None of it actually happened in the real world.
That was a good one. Okay, that one got me.
All of those events took place within a fictional world known as Danganronpa.
Danganronpa!
What? What are you even talking about?
What? You've never heard of Danganronpa? We're all characters in it.
I'm so angry.
That's right! Me, that nasty pig Bart, and everyone else are all fictional.
Hold on. Then, Hope's Peak Academy doesn't exist?
Nope, because it's fiction. Doesn't exist in the real world.
What?
Isn't that surprising? Yeah, up till now you thought fiction was fact.
But fiction is just fiction. Danganronpa's just fiction.
This whole Danganronpa story was just stuffed into your memories.
For that reason, you all believed that work of fiction was, in fact, reality.
And that's how we put on a cosplay performance for everyone to see. A cosplay cosplay performance of the whole wide Danganronpa world!
Cosplay of the whole wide world? So, this was all fake? Everything was made up? And the whole time, we thought it was real?
Did you think the ultimate cosplayer's talent was only limited to characters?
It'd be kinda lame if that was all the big bad mastermind could do.
I can do far more than that. I can cosplay the world itself. So if you want to make me your enemy,
then your enemy is the world of Danganronpa itself.
Oh boy, is it.
Danganronpa itself?
But why? Why would you do this? Why?
Well, duh. It's so you don't play the killing game.
This is the world of Danganronpa, you know? No shit we're playing the killing game. But it's not just any killing game. It's a killing game that takes place in the real world, propped up by fiction.
In other words, it's ultimate real fiction!
Ultimate real fiction?
But if it's fiction, if everything isn't real, then the world being in ruins is also fiction, right? The world outside is fine, right?
Oh, that's right. Of course!
how did you like that scene? Our staff worked very hard on it.
Staff?
There's no need to worry about the people backstage.
Anyway, back to our conversation. You guys can just relax. The world hasn't been destroyed. Really? It's not destroyed? Then we can all go home and...
Nah, that ain't happening.
Why? If the world is still intact, then we have homes to return to.
I told you that ain't happening, you dumb sea urchin-headed... Wait, that's me.
Monokuma, what's going on?
Do you really want to know? Forget about the world! It wants nothing to do with you! The walls of this academy are your world now! The outside world is of no concern to you! The audience certainly agrees with me. Isn't that right, you guys?
What's happening right now?
What? Who are these people?
They've all been watching this killing game transpire.
Of course, those you see here are only a fraction of our total viewers.
Watching us?
It's just like Shuichi said. This was all arranged because people want to see it.
So this was all a show. This whole killing game.
Yeah. Everyone in this whole peaceful world watches this show.
Peaceful world?
The outside world is peace itself. There's no despair or wars, and... all the people in this peaceful world are straight up crazy for this killing game!
Wait, why would a peaceful world need a game like this?
It's because the world is so peaceful that this killing game is necessary!
It is so very peaceful. And so, it is so very boring.
With so much peace, people have become bored. They need stimulation.
We created this ultimate real fiction so Danganronpa could fulfill that need. Every person in the outside world watching this is a huge Danganronpa fan.
You fucking wish, Spike Chunsoft.
Everyone loves the killing games. This killing game is for everyone. So it's everyone's killing school semester.
Oh, that's why it's called that in Japan.
This killing game is the latest entry in Danganronpa.
The long-awaited sequel that everyone has been waiting for!
This is the truth of this killing game. Isn't it the ultimate real fiction?
We were forced to play some fictional killing game?
Danganronpa! You noticed way too late. There's no Danganronpa without Monokuma! Since I'm here, that means this is Danganronpa!
Oh, I'm so mad. I'm so mad.
What is this?
Can't you tell? It's the title of the current Danganronpa you guys are doing.
Yeah, this is Spike Chunsoft crawling up their own ass.
A testament to the unquenchable thirst this blood-soaked world has for Danganronpa.
Though seeing Gundam has made me get in a better mood slightly. I love you, Gundam.
What do you mean?
Danganronpa's gone on so long because the whole world enjoys and supports it.
You fucking wish.
Huh? How long has it gone on?
7 years or something? When did DR1 come out for PSP in Japan? Like 2010?
Did you forget what season of Danganronpa this is? You guys are dumber than ants.
Shuichi, what do you think?
What?
What number killing game is this? What season do you think we're on? You should be able to tell from the logo.
And if that's not enough of a hint, just feast your eyes below my belt.
What killing game is this? What number Danganronpa is this? You can tell from the logo. Then this is killing game is Hangman's Gambit. It's 53. Junko the 53rd, V3, 5-3. Can I get it? Oh, barely got that 3.
Could this be the 53rd one?
Ding ding! Correct! This is the 53rd season of Danganronpa! In other words, Danganronpa V3's official name is Danganronpa 53!
The idea of 53 Danganronpas. Ugh.
Starting with the Hope's Peak Academy arc in Danganronpa 1, 2, then 3, the seasons just kept coming, and with it came more killing games!
I don't want to stop this. Oh, I wanted to keep going. I want to go back up and look at them again. This is the stupidest fucking thing I've ever seen in my life.
Until it transcended games and anime to become this, the ultimate real fiction!
Oh my god, it's Big Brother. I said that like a million episodes ago. It's Big Brother.
And now, we're in the 53rd season of Danganronpa!
53rd season?
What? Did the letter in there throw you off? Well, I guess that happens.
Shut up, Leon, you loser.
But isn't it just rad how it looks like a letter, but it's really a number?
Shut the fuck up with this! Oh god, I want to fucking kill myself.
Our title is the 53rd, as this is the 53rd game we have masterminded. It was supposed to be a hint, but whatever. I'm over it.
Since this is the 53rd season, one would expect to see a multitude of characters.
But you only have memories from the first 2, so you wouldn't recognize any others.
That's why I've limited myself to only cosplaying as Hope's Peak characters.
Is it sinking in yet? This killing game is just the 53rd season of Danganronpa.
The 53rd Danganronpa.
Trapped in a fictional Danganronpa-inspired world and forced to play the killing game. That is what the world desired from you.
So yes, I'm the mastermind. But the real mastermind forcing you to do this is... the people of the outside world! The people of the outside world are the ones who are forcing you to do this!
The whole world is the real mastermind?
The reason I made this world? The reason you guys did the killing game? It's all because the outside world wants it, you know? It's not just me. It's everyone involved in this project.
Project?
What? You don't know what that is? Is your brain leaking oil or something? The ones managing this killing game aren't psychos like the remnants of despair.
They're literal managers! Literally! So I want to hear your best guess. What company is running this show?
You mean Spike Chunsoft? Oh, mine. Alright. Logos? I was expecting, words. Is that the Hope's Peak logo? Yeah, I guess it is. Is there anything down here? Oh, this is also Hope's Peak. Is it the two different versions of the same logo? Or maybe this is the Ultimate Academy logo, I don't know. This is the Team Danganronpa logo. I edited this out of the intro for like every video, but it's in the proper intro. The thing that plays at the beginning of the videos is like slightly messed with. Only because I didn't think that like production studio logo was all that important. But this is the actual answer? This is super weird. Oh great, we're heading into stupid fourth wall breaking territory with this trash game. This is the dumbest.
Team Danganronpa?
Yeah, the company that makes Danganronpa is called Team Danganronpa.
You guys are behind in your studies! The audience knew the answer right away!
It's in the title credits at the start, too.
Oh, there you go. Is Team Danganronpa real? Like, is that what the actual, like, studio within Spike Chunsoft is called? I don't remember the other games having that until this game. So either they made it for this game, like, did the name of it just to reuse it for this, or it really is real. I don't know. I kind of just assumed when the first time I saw it that I was like, oh, well, they have their own name now. But maybe it's both. Maybe it's a matter of convenience. Yeah, this is how the first episode began. There's DR1. See, I assume this was just like a little flavor intro to be like, this is our next game, yay! DR2. Ultra Despair Girls. which I, of course, played in a terrible anime divided between two arcs. One slightly better than the other one. This is what we didn't see. The Shin Danganronpa's. Oh man, that one gets me so good. Shin Danganronpa. Oh man. There should have been like a Danganronpa 2 Turbo or something. They should have gone like full bore with like the dumbest like subtitles possible. They left a stupid typo in it, still says with. Oh man. You would think NIS America would have been like, hey guys, you gotta fix that. But they never did. Never would have imagined this stupid thing that plays literally right when you start the game up would have played a factor.
I'm also a part of Team Danganronpa. We make the finest killing entertainment. Everyone enjoys our work oh so much. And our newest project is Danganronpa V3, Killing Harmony.
A heart-pounding killing game brought to life by Ultimate Real Fiction!
Shut up! Shut up! You created an entire fictional world to make us do this fictional killing game? No matter how many false memories we've been implanted with, we aren't fictional!
You sure about that?
What?
Either way, I don't want to do this anymore. Let me go home already!
That's impossible. Didn't I tell you that you have no homes to go back to?
What? Why not?
Because you're just like us. You only exist within the world of Danganronpa.
Just like you?
Still don't get it? You just need to ask yourselves one question. Who the hell are you guys?
Who are we?
We're the same. We're all just like you?
But wait a minute, if they're fictional, then why couldn't Tsumugi cosplay as Kaede?
Yes, that's right. You're all fictional too.
Huh? You're just fictional characters created solely for this killing game.
Nothing we can do about it, I'm afraid. Danganronpa's that kind of property.
What are you saying?
We're not fictional! We're living, breathing people!
Your immaterial existence is a fabrication, independent of your actual flesh and blood.
Yep, you're all fictional. You guys out there beyond the fourth wall already knew that, right? You all didn't look like this when you first came to the Ultimate Academy. Those were your true selves. Now you're all just fictional characters. That's the truth.
That's the truth. Then our real identities. Normal people.
You're just normal, average, everyday people with no ultimate talent whatsoever.
Well, right character to voice that line. What?
When you guys came to this academy for the first time, you were just boring, everyday high school students.
You were average students with no talent. Just like me.
But boring everyday characters have no right to be in Danganronpa. So you were all made more suitable for your new roles.
Everyone remembered thanks to the first flashback light. You were all given personalities, talents, and upbringings to create your characters. Much like that delightful documentary, Making a Murderer.
It was at that point that the prologue of this story began.
Which means your ultimate talents are all just fiction.
Our talents as well?
Yep. Your talents are a bunch of lies. I mean, they suited you to a certain extent, but mostly in a placebo effect sort of way. Kinda like a form of auto-suggestion. You know, like if you do it, it'll all work out.
But it's not just your talents, it's your personalities, families, memories.
It's all fiction, created by the flashback light.
Can you really say you're not fictional now?
Even if your body is real, your identities, personalities, talents, and past are all fiction.
Can you really say none of this is fictional now?
Wait a minute. What are you babbling about? Our identities, personalities, talents, and pasts are all fictional? That's stupid!
It's not stupid! Isn't this what you all wanted?
We wanted this?
Yeah, you wouldn't remember, but you guys were all from the outside world.
It's not strange at all that you'd want to be part of the show you love.
No way! Are you saying we wanted to participate in this killing game? That's not possible! How could we ever—
Please, everyone, take a look at this.
Number 154. My name is... I've always been such a huge fan of Danganronpa and always wanted to be in one. If I were a contestant, I would want to be an ultimate detective. I know there's been a few in the past, and I've always loved those characters. So I would want to be one of them. But I don't have to be a detective. I'll be anything to be part of the show. And I mean that. Anything. I do anything to be part of Danganronpa. I promise, if I get selected, I will work as hard as I can. I will come up with the best, most gruesome murders, I promise. Everyone will love it. And an ultimate detective hasn't been the blackened yet, so I'm sure I could do that. I'm also thinking about the perfect punishment for an ultimate detective. What was that?
Wasn't that you, Shuichi?
No, it can't be. I'd never say something like...
You wouldn't say that now, but this is you before you became who you are now.
What?
When we saw your audition tape, we had a flash of inspiration. The weakest ultimate detective ever. Wouldn't it be great to see him grow?
And that's why we made your character and had you join the gang.
The rest of you are no different. You auditioned, and were selected as well.
Auditioned?
Yeah, you were all so excited when you were selected.
I believe it was right after you all received your ultimate wardrobe.
Huh?
What am I wearing?
How nice!
Looking good. Now you look more like Ultimates.
Huh?
Ultimates? Really?
So...
Next up, the memory you've all been waiting for.
You guys are ready?
Hell yeah, get ready. Once the seal is broken, we're all in the domain of the killing game. Killing game?
Could it be...
You mean we were selected?
All right.
We got picked? Really? All right. Whoa, really? I'm selected for it too?
We really said that?
I don't remember that.
That's a lie. I have no memory of that.
You just forgot is all, because of the flashback light we used on you.
The people you used to be are gone. You're fictional characters now.
Do you finally understand? You are all flesh and blood fictional characters.
So you got nowhere to return! All that stuff's fiction too!
Then my friends and family, my whole life before coming here.
All fiction! That's what a backstory is!
You can't go back home, because there is no such place! Just like how there's no Togami Corporation in the real world.
The only place we fictional characters can live is in this fictional world. Only in this world. Only in Danganronpa.
Only in this world?
Yes! The place you're actually trapped inside is the Danganronpa world! That's why you guys can't leave this place! That's why your only option is to continue the killing game here! You're all fictional characters, created to kill each other! It's what the world wants! That's why there's nowhere to run.
Enough. I don't want to know anything else. I've had enough.
That reaction!
Could it be you fell into despair?
It's times like these you need to look to your friends for support.
However, all your friends are fictional too!
For example, even Kaito's illness was given to him as part of his character.
What?
I was the one who came up with that plotline and gave him that virus. I was also the one who came up with the plotline where you fell for Kaito.
What are you saying?
Then what about Tenko? Was she always defending me because...
Because that was her character. It's the same for me, too.
A character created to bring excitement to the killing game, much like myself.
So the killing game swelled with excitement. Even my pants started to swell too.
You're telling us this is all a lie? Even my feelings? Are you saying even those were lies?
Well, if you're going to call fiction a lie, then yes. Everything in this world has a writing credit. All our words and actions are just a bunch of lies.
For example, an unbreakable vow of brotherhood is just a simple plotline.
You said it, bro! However, that was a splendid plotline!
Even that thing Kaede said that moved Shuichi's heart.
What?
I believe in you, so you should definitely believe in yourself.
That was a lie, because the real Kaede said...
I'm perfect for a killing game. I don't have any faith in humanity.
And who could forget Kaito's inspiring line?
Don't forget, the impossible is possible. All you gotta do is make it so.
That was a lie! Because the real Kaito said...
I'm not just gonna be in Danganronpa. I'm gonna kill everybody and win! Once I've got fame and fortune, I don't gotta worry about what's impossible.
It's all fiction! It's all a lie! Every single thing that has happened in this killing game is a lie!
It's all a lie? The reason we're all here right now is because of them. Because of them, I was able to change. That's why I was trying to live for them. I was trying so hard to stay positive. But if even that's a lie...
Why am I here? Why did I even survive this long? This is fiction. There's no greater meaning. No greater meaning to death
no greater meaning to life. It's all fiction. There's no meaning to be found in any of it.
Ugh, it's so gross I could just barf.
Well, I guess it makes sense you wouldn't believe all this stuff.
How about that? You in despair yet? It will be troublesome for us if you don't despair under our rule.
What?
Danganronpa's all about despair! The reason this killing game's so popular, why it's gone on for 53 seasons. That reason is despair. Viewers flock to see your despair.
That's why all those people out there look so happy! See?
What is this?
Despair. Is this despair?
Is this what the outside world wants? Is this what they want from us?
Oh, don't have the energy to yell? Well, yelling for help is useless for fictional characters anyway. It makes the viewers even more depraved and obsessed when they feel sorry for you. They watch, knowing that they shouldn't, just to revel in the depravity of it all. That depravity is the appeal of death games. It's the appeal of this very killing game. It's the appeal of Danganronpa itself!
So what are we supposed to do?
Huh? What was that?
What are we supposed to do? What's gonna happen to us?
What are you guys talking about?
Weren't you going to ruin the class trial and end the killing games? Go ahead and stop it if you can. Try and stop a world obsessed with it.
There's no way to stop it. It's impossible.
Oh, are you giving up already?
It's all a lie, isn't it? Me, everyone here, everyone who died. Everything's a lie, right? I can't fight for a lie, can I?
Oh, what's the matter? Are you in despair? No matter how much you grow, Shuichi, you're still weak after all. Now that you know it's all lies, you've gone back to the weak ultimate detective.
This pleases us. It is a despair fit for Danganronpa.
Well, that was surprisingly disappointing. But I guess it's okay. We're still on script.
Everything's a lie. Everything's meaningless. Everything we've done, everything we've faced together, all our feelings. Pitch black lies. Doesn't matter how many mysteries you solve. The mysteries were all fiction in the first place, all scripted. It's all over. It's all just a lie anyway. It doesn't matter what you do. It's over now. Is this the end? Please tell me. I'm asking you. Whenever I was in trouble, my inner voice would always guide me. That guidance is what brought me here. I don't believe that it's a mistake. So, I will trust it. Please, tell me what I should do. Please, tell me your decision. What? Sure? I didn't expect my actual save menu to come up. Is this good? I guess this is like the intermission, but not really? Okay. Is this the end? No? Sure. Are we going into Orgia mode? Do it, Kibo.
I hear your voices crystal clear.
Am I playing as Kibo?
My inner voice is telling me I need to remedy this situation. That is why I will not give up. I will not give up hope until the very end.
Am I playing as Kibo?
What?
We can't give up. No matter what, hope is always within reach. We must keep our heads high and search for hope, especially in deepest despair. Hope?
Huh? What hope?
You said so yourself. This killing game is the ultimate real fiction. If this is both real and fiction, then logically it can't all be fictional. Even if this world is fiction, even if we're fiction, there must be something we can do. So there must be a way to break through this. I won't give up hope. Not ever.
Jeez, how annoying.
The outside world doesn't just want despair. It wants hope too. If our voices have reached the outside world, then what my inner voice is telling me is...
Oh, your inner voice? That's the voice of the outside world.
What?
I know, because I wrote your plotline too. There's no way I wouldn't know who that is you're hearing. That's the voice of the outside world.
The voice of the outside world?
From the start of this killing game, you've had a unique role. You're the audience surrogate.
Audience surrogate?
Your inner voice allows communication between yourself and the audience.
That function exists to keep the audience entertained.
Now tell me, what is your inner voice? Speak clearly and enunciate.
What is my inner voice? If I'm a surrogate for the audience, and we've been communicating this whole time, then... Audience survey?
This is it!
Can't believe we're playing as Kibo.
An audience survey?
Well done! Yes, indeed that is the truth!
It's two-way communication that lets you participate in the program from home.
That is your inner voice's true nature, the results of an audience survey.
The voice I relied on for guidance was just the audience answering survey questions?
Every move you made was dictated by the audience's answers to that survey.
For this season of Danganronpa, the main gimmick is audience participation.
That antenna on your head lets you receive their answers.
This is an antenna?
When your antenna broke and you went crazy, that was a big problem for us. We got flooded with complaints from the audience.
But that's not your only role. You're also the audience's camera.
Camera?
Your eyes are are the eyes of the audience itself!
The audience's eyes?
The outside world has been watching from your eyes the whole time! It lets them feel like they're really a part of the Danganronpa world. And it's all thanks to you! That's why I'm so glad you survived all the way through. 'Cause now I can use you to plunge the outside world into despair!
Despair?
If the audience surrogate falls into despair, then the audience does too. By making you fall into despair, I can make the entire world fall into despair. My despair will turn from fiction to fact and destroy reality itself. Isn't that just the most delightful despair?
Why would you go to all this trouble? Isn't Junko Enoshima just a costume?
Oh, Kibo, mon petit doudou! My cosplay is a perfect reproduction.
Actually doing stuff the characters would is totally part of that.
Is that why you want the world to fall into despair?
That's messed up! But that's the whole point of Danganronpa.
The outside world wants to see horrible setups and payoffs!
What could be more horrible than a fictional despair eroding the real world?
That's Danganronpa, alright. A fiction that just makes the world a worse place every few years.
No one could have imagined an end this hopeless.
No. I won't give in to despair.
Huh?
If I'm a surrogate for the audience, then I will use my inner voice to broadcast hope to the outside world.
I already fucking told you! The outside world only wants despair!
There's no way to spread hope to an audience that watches killing games.
No, my inner voice already told me what to do. I need to remedy this. If that's the voice of the outside world, then the outside world actually wants hope. So I will trust the outside world. I will trust in hope.
Ultimate Hope Robot? Oh my god. Hope has been recorded in your monopad. Alright. Okay.
What is this?
This is the power of hope. I will not lose to your despair. Not when I'm carrying the hope of the outside world.
Ugh, how annoying. Hope? That's not popular.
Well, if I can get someone like you to fall into despair, that'd be a great ending.
I won't let you do that. Hope will never give in to despair.
Oh, you're going to go that far?
Then, let's settle this. The final battle between hope and despair.
Yahoo! Now that's what Danganronpa's all about!
Settle this how?
Yes, that is a problem. The class trial is in disarray because Monokuma broke a rule.
You're the one who broke the rule.
How about we start over and have a special vote?
A special vote? But you're the one who broke the rules in the first place.
Whatever, man. We've made it this far together. Let's just do one last vote.
'Cause that's what Danganronpa's all about!
This final special vote will determine, between Kibo and I, which of us should get punished.
What?
This'll be a vote to determine how this story ends.
You guys have to decide whether this story ends in hope or despair.
To end in hope?
To end in despair?
We decide?
Oh man, this is great! The outside world is starting to get jazzed up!
Hope will definitely win. No one here wants despair to win.
Yeah, that's right. We can't side with the mastermind.
Even if that choice ends in your suffering?
Suffering?
All right, let me explain what's gonna happen after the vote.
If Kibo, representing hope, is punished, and I, representing despair, win,
Then, per the rules, the killing school semester will continue until only 2 students remain.
You're going to continue the game?
No need to worry, because there aren't gonna be any more murders. My predictions are always correct 30% of the time.
Even if we make new flashback-like motives for you, you'd know they're lies.
So no matter how many motives we provide, it's more likely that nothing will happen.
Nothing will happen.
You can all live happily ever after in the academy.
No! That's no way to live! Imprisoned in this school? Living lives of despair?
even if you went outside, there'd be no point.
As I said, all your memories are nothing but fiction. Your hometowns, your families, your friends, they never existed in the first place.
'Cause they're all fiction!
Danganronpa characters can only live in the Danganronpa setting.
There's no reason to pull out of school. Only losers pull out.
Then at least put us back how we were!
Silence! Weep not over spilt milk!
Yeah? Huh? I told you guys already. You can't get rid of memories with flashback lights.
Flashback lights can only overwrite old memories with new ones.
But if you're absolutely serious, then use a flashback light to become a different fictional character instead.
So we can't go back to the way we were?
Fuck yeah! How about that despair? But if I, representing despair, am punished, and Kibo, representing hope, wins...
Then this killing game will end, of course.
However, you must follow the rules. The game will continue until the final 2.
So only 2 of you can graduate.
What?
Out of the 4 of us, only 2 can survive?
Yes, that is so. I will let you decide the 2 who will survive.
We got this far, and you're telling us to sacrifice more of our friends?
It's just 2 measly sacrifices, and then the rest of you losers can leave the academy.
However, even if you do escape to the outside world, you will find it most unwelcoming.
No! As long as we never give up, there will always be hope.
Well, if you're gonna be a pussy about it, do whatever you want.
Can you choose which 2 will survive? Can you choose which 2 will be sacrificed?
I sacrifice myself!
What? Kibo?
If it will bring hope to everyone and the outside world, I will gladly sacrifice myself.
But, Kibo?
It's okay. Even if it destroys my body, I will defeat despair.
Kibo!
Even if you sacrifice yourself, you still need one more.
In order for hope to win, there needs to be one more sacrifice. Shuichi, Maki, and Himiko. One of them has to sacrifice themselves. Or hope can't win.
Do you got the guts to make such a heartless choice?
That's...
Do you understand now? Even if you choose hope, you will still suffer.
You don't need to choose the hard way. No one expects you guys to do that.
Yeah, there will be no more killing. So let's all just stay here together. There's no reason to go outside. Let's stay here together.
Won't you stay here together?
Let's all stay together.
I want to stay here with you.
Oh, that was the excellent third follow-up.
Here? Together?
I think everyone will feel a lot better after they vote for Kibo. Come on, let's stay together, please.
Together? Okay.
Don't let her fool you! Despair won't end this killing game. Only hope will.
Hope? Hope is my only bullet.
The world outside craves
game will live on forever!
I fucking missed.
This killing game will end in despair!
Everyone
God damn.
despair!
Absolutely loves me!
Despair is
Sometimes I even look
Danganronpa!
like this.
This despair is gonna
My
fuck up reality itself!
too!
Oh, come on.
This time, the
And we've got
theme is the
merchandise. Be
despair
sure to
of a
check out the
bad
website.
ending!
I fucking missed again. Try this again.
The world outside
Killing
craves
game will
despair!
live on forever!
This killing game will end in despair!
Everyone wants
the
to feel
audience
despair!
absolutely
Despair is
Sometimes I even look
Danganronpa!
like this.
This despair is gonna
My
fuck up reality itself!
too!
Damn it.
This time, the theme
We've
is
got
the
merchandise.
despair
Be
of a
sure to check
bad
out the
ending!
website.
I gotta get them all, don't I? Try it again.
The world outside
Killing
craves
game will
despair!
live on forever!
This killing game will end in despair!
Everyone wants
the
to feel
audience
despair!
Despair is
Sometimes I even look
Danganronpa!
like this.
Oh, fuck off.
This just...
Alright, try it again.
outside
Killing
craves
game will live
despair!
on forever!
This killing game will end in despair!
Oh, you gotta be kidding me.
Everyone wants to feel
audience
despair!
absolutely loves
Despair is
Sometimes I even
Danganronpa!
look like this.
This despair is gonna
My
fuck up reality itself!
There we go.
This time, the theme
We've
is
got
the
merchandise.
despair
Be
of a
sure to check
bad
out the
ending!
website.
Got it.
Hope moves forward! I will never give up. Hope will never lose to despair.
Huh? How's not giving up gonna help you, huh?
Even if you won't give up, as long as you don't sacrifice someone else.
I'll sacrifice myself.
Maki.
What?
If Kibo and I sacrifice ourselves, then Shuichi and Himiko live, right? And they can survive this absurd killing game.
Maki?
After listening to Kibo, I've decided. I don't want this killing game to end with despair. That would just piss me off.
Even if you only feel that way because I wrote you like that? Just like with Kaito.
Even then, I'll choose that ending if it means I can kill you. Even if I have to sacrifice my life, I will kill you.
Sacrifice? Wait, Maki!
I'm sorry. I've already made up my mind.
But what's gonna happen to us? Can we really go back to the outside world?
What indeed? I told you over and over there's nothing for you out there.
No, once the audience sees this ending, I'm sure they'll help us. Everything is going to be okay. We'll definitely find hope.
What do you mean, hope?
What?
I reject that hope!
Well, Shuichi, what the fuck?
I refuse. I won't accept that hope.
Shuichi, what's the matter?
It's because of hope that this whole thing is happening! I reject that hope!
Is it a rebuttal showdown?
Hope itself is the villain here. We suffer because of hope. Tsumugi isn't trying to make us despair. She wants us to trust in hope. So I say no. I reject that hope.
Tsumugi wants us to trust in hope? What does that mean?
The reason this madness has gone on 53 times, it's because of hope. It's because the audience wants hope. They want to see hope defeat despair in the end. It's Hope's Peak Academy all over again. So if we fight for hope, we just be giving them what they want. And the killings will never end. Don't you see? Despair is the only choice.
I fucked up. I hit it too quickly. I didn't see that word coming in.
The reason this madness has gone on 53 times, it's because of hope. It's because the audience wants hope. They want to see hope defeat despair in the end. It's Hope's Peak Academy all over again. So if we fight for hope, we just be giving them what they want. And the killings will never end. Don't you see? Despair is the only choice.
I will cut down your words!
Kind of feels like Shuichi's right, though.
Despair takes everything from people, even their strength to press onward. That's why it's not possible for despair to be better.
The people watching probably feel the same way. They want hope too.
What?
Even if it's fiction, everyone wants to feel hope. It gives them courage. And this killing game continues because we keep giving them the hope they want. While they ignore all the tragedies that we had to suffer to get there.
Shuichi, that's...
Then let's start the voting time!
What?
The final vote! It's all gonna end here! You and your shitty hope!
Wait! We're not finished talking!
Please, let me just ask one more thing. I have to know something before we vote.
What is it?
If Hope wins this final vote, Kibo and Maki will sacrifice themselves. And you, Tsumugi, the loser, will also be punished, correct? What kind of punishment will they receive? Please, tell me what it is.
Why should I tell you? I never said anything about a punishment, did I?
That's right! The punishment isn't the problem right now. The problem is...
No, that is the problem. Because if the punishment is what I think it is, then everything would make sense. Including why Rantaro participated in another killing game.
Rantaro? What does he have to do with this?
You know the answer, Kibo.
Me?
If you really are connected to the outside world, then I want you to find the answer.
It's a final punishment. It's the reason Rantaro participated in the killing game after surviving. Then the punishment must be... you participate in the next killing game?
This is it! I got it. The punishment is you have to participate in the next killing game, right?
What?
Yeah, I think so. The punishment after the final vote is to participate in another killing game. That's what Rantaro was talking about.
You wanted this killing game, so you have to win no matter what. No matter what.
Something similar must have happened in the last killing game. and he was given a choice. He sacrificed himself and was forced to participate again. All this means is, if we choose hope here, the killing game won't end. Tsumugi will still be the mastermind, Kiba will still represent the viewers, and Maki will be the new ultimate survivor. The killing game will begin again. Don't you see? If Hope wins, the killing won't stop. It's because Hope wins that the killing never stops. It's what the people want. They want Hope to win. They want the happy ending. That's how the killing game has gone on 53 times.
The killing game persists because hope always wins?
That's why I'm going to reject that hope.
Then it's despair? You're going to choose despair to end the killing game? How boring.
But this is fine. Our audience loves despair, so this will please them too.
After all, even if despair wins, the killing game still won't end.
Then, hope has to win this game too. If we continue to win for hope, then this killing game will surely end someday.
No, you don't get it. It's not going to end. It's going to keep happening over and over.
Then what are we supposed to do?
When Maki said she was going to sacrifice herself just now, I thought, why? So many of our friends have sacrificed their lives. Why Maki? Why now? Why do we have to go through it again? The sorrow of losing Kaede and Kaito. Why do we have to feel that sadness over and over and over again? Why do we have to bear that burden? Well, I don't care how much the audience wants it. I'm not gonna feel that way anymore! I don't want anyone to feel that way anymore! Even if this is fiction, even if we're all fictional, the pain in my heart is real. The sadness I feel when I lose the people I love is real. I won't forgive this game that treats us like toys. And if this is what the world wants, then I reject that world! I'll fight the world that inflicts suffering for entertainment!
Fight the outside world?
It doesn't matter what you do. No matter what a fictional character does or says, it's just fiction to the outside world.
Then I'll fight the outside world from within this fiction.
From within this fiction? But how?
I refuse to vote.
Oh, it finally plays a role.
Refuse to vote?
Monokuma said that if we don't vote, we'll be killed for breaking the rules.
Yes, I know. That's why I'm doing it. If this ends without a single vote being cast for hope or despair, the audience would hate it. They'd never accept an ending like that. So I abstain. I refuse to give the outside world the ending it wants. I won't vote for Kibo or Tsumugi. I reject both hope and despair.
Hope won't end the killing game? If that's true, then this feeling that I must win for hope is... What am I supposed to do?
I'll put a stop to this killing game.
You can't stop it! If Danganronpa ends, I'll be out of a job!
Even if this is all fake, our suffering and pain is real. It was rough for me too.
It's a death game. What the fuck you gonna do?
Ain't it better to just let it end with despair?
I reject both hope and despair. I reject a world that would make us do this. Which is why I abstain from voting. So this won't end in hope or despair.
You can't throw away your futures. Hope is contagious.
Mustn't give up on hope. I know that. If hope continues to demand tragedy from us, What am I supposed to do?
I'll put
The outside world doesn't want despair, it wants hope. I don't know what I do.
Stop this killing game.
You can't stop it!
Maybe this is a perjury through the last statement? Shoot anti-hope with hope? I don't know.
If Danganronpa ends, I'll be out of a job!
Even if this is all fake, our suffering and pain is real. It was rough for me too.
It's a death game. What the fuck you gonna do?
Ain't it better to just let it end with despair?
I reject both hope and despair. I reject a world that would make us do this, which is why I abstain from voting. So this won't end in hope or despair.
You can't throw away your futures.
Hope is contagious.
Yeah, I got it.
It should end with hope, but still.
Kibo, what are you doing? Did your inner voice really tell you to do that? Did it tell you to reject hope?
No. My inner voice is still telling me not to give up on hope. But if that hope demands tragedy from us, then I cannot trust it. I may be a robot, but the thought of my friends dying still fills me with sadness. I don't want anyone else to feel this way, so I will abandon hope.
Do you know what will happen if you do that? To defy the audience!
I don't give a damn. This killing game is over anyway. New characters are created just to show the outside world a fictional hope. They get written into these killing games, forced to betray one another. And at the end of the slaughter, the tragedy, the despair, hope always wins. Well, I've had enough of it. We're gonna end this right now. We won't let it end the way they want. We won't make a good ending or a bad one. To end this killing game and end it forever. We will reject Danganronpa.
Shuichi.
Tsumugi, you were right. I'm weak. I'm weaker than everyone else. If I didn't have my friends, I'd be useless. That's true even now. If Kibo and Maki didn't stand up, I would have ended it all right then. But it's because I'm weak and because I lost my way that I finally realized. I finally realized how cruel this hope really is.
Hold on, everyone. We keep thinking. We can find a better ending, and...
Himiko, Maki, will you abstain from voting with me?
Abstain from voting?
You can't do that. All three of you will be killed if you do.
You guys really want to commit suicide?
It's still a sin to throw your life away, even if your life is fictional.
You've been fighting so hard to survive, but now you're gonna give up?
Such foolishness! To cast your life away is the height of stupidity.
Himiko, we can put an end to this insane killing game. We're gonna use our lives to end this madness.
Use our lives?
But Himiko, you have to choose, okay? You can't look away. You can't back down. You have to choose. Only those who have found the truth can choose their destiny.
We can put an end to this killing game. We can put an end to these killing games that everyone out there wants so bad. If so, then I use our lives has been recorded into the monopad. Okay.
If we refuse to...
Let's read it. Refusing to vote will cost you your lives.
Vote. We all die.
To choose death is to blaspheme against life itself.
Hope and despair. Neither the victor. No one would want an ending like that.
You would throw your life away for that?
That would be a meaningless death.
No, it wouldn't. Our lives are our strongest weapons. And with these weapons, we revolt against the outside world.
I'm gonna put an end to it. Even if I'm a fictional character, my life is real. That's why killing games are fun, right? It's fun to see two lives clash, right? But I won't let you use my life for some show. I'm gonna use my life to end this killing game. So Tanko, Angie, and all the past victims can rest in peace. I'll use the only weapon I've got. I'll use my life to put an end to this killing game!
What? Suicide is suicide, no matter what your reason is.
Perhaps that thought is just another work of fiction, following along my outline.
It could be a part of my script, just like Maki falling for Kaito, you know? 'Cause if none of you vote, and I do, then I'll be the only one who survives! Doesn't that sound exactly like something the big bad mastermind would come up with?
It's okay, Maki. Believe in me. And believe in yourself, just like you believed in Kaito.
Believe in myself?
That's why you have to fight, even if you're scared, because you have that strength. Come on! It'd be a lousy story if the hero gave up so easily.
My desire to end this killing game may be fictional, and the mastermind as the sole survivor would be a convenient ending for her. All that might be implanted as well, just like my feelings for Kaito. Everything is fiction, a story written by someone. But even then,
Even your thoughts are works of fiction! It's all following my outline to a T!
This whole shebang is fiction. That's Danganronpa for ya!
Even if it is fiction, it's because of everyone's sacrifices that we've come this far. Their deaths have to be more than just fiction. There must be something we can do.
You mean to live your lives for them as well?
We're going to use this fiction to change reality. We're going to end Danganronpa!
please do.
I will believe in myself. Even if everything is fictional, I'll believe in my feelings. If I can't believe in my feelings, then my existence will have no meaning. If we can change reality, then we won't be just fiction. Our lives will have significance. And hopefully, my feelings will have significance too.
Are you saying that it's okay for everyone to die together?
Man, why do you guys want to die so badly?
It's not that I want to die. We fought so hard to survive. Of course we don't want to die. But it's not just about us. Everyone who died in the killing games felt the same way. They were all desperate to live. They wanted to survive. For themselves and for someone else. That desire isn't fictional to us. That pain isn't fictional to us. To us, the killing game is real tragedy. That's why we have to stop it. We won't let this happen ever again.
Like I told you, it's not going to stop, 'cause that's what the world wants. As long as the world wants killing games, Danganronpa will not end!
Then we have to change it.
There's no way you can change it. Fiction could never change the real...
You don't believe in the power of fiction?
Huh?
It may not be a physical power, but our wish will surely be received by someone. If fiction has the power to touch people's hearts, then that power can change the world. That is what I believe. I will also abandon my vote, just as Shuichi suggested.
Then it's decided. We all abstain from voting. We reject hope and despair. We refuse to bow to the demands of the outside world.
Are you serious?
Are you getting flustered? Your costume changes are less frequent now.
Are you crazy? If you do that, only I, the mastermind, will survive, you know?
But what about hope?
What about despair?
Do whatever you want with hope and despair.
We've already decided to quit this killing game!
I don't care about this fictional world.
That's right! This class trial is over! Now, start voting time!
Voting time? No, not yet! This game is gonna continue!
The killing game will continue!
This class trial will go on forever and ever! This game is gonna keep going! And this class trial ain't over yet either! You really want the killing game to end? You really want Danganronpa to end? Come on, even if we keep going back and forth. Let's keep this game going! I won't let it be voting time yet!
We're going to abstain from voting. We don't have to play this rigged game. I'm going to abandon the entire thing. I'm going to end this killing game.
This game is gonna keep going!
Participating in the game will make it continue. All the points that we just got there were either agreed to continue the killing game or like don't stop it. So do I do nothing?
And this class trial ain't over yet either. You really want the killing game to end? You really want Danganronpa to end?
I can perjury
Come
it.
on, even if we keep going back and forth. Let's keep this game going! I won't let it be voting time yet!
We also got like a really minimum time here. That was only like 45 seconds when we started, or maybe 60. What happens if I...
This game is gonna keep going! And this class trial ain't over yet either. You really want the killing game to end?
I feel like this is do nothing. I was super right.
Why aren't you doing anything?
I would have done something had the time not been like
abandoning this game.
So short.
I won't play your... Now start the vote.
I won't let you abandon this game. I definitely won't let you!
Yeah, I still need you guys to keep playing the game!
Hangman's Gambit. It's hope. But we only got 30 seconds. I don't think I'm supposed to do anything. This is a pretty funny, like, little twist here. Games that you're not supposed to play. Man, you know what? Maybe this is my favorite Danganronpa. You're telling me the ultimate decision in this game is to not play Danganronpa? Pfft, that's a decision I can get behind.
Hey, what are you doing?
Let's have more fun with the game! Let's have lots and lots of fun with Danganronpa!
No thanks. It's in one lane. Oh, that's right. I could just not hold the button. I wonder what the question would end up being. I'm curious, but I know I shouldn't. This is so dumb. This is so stupid. I've gone from hating this to kind of enjoying it. Feels like Spike Chunsoft is like seppukuing its own series, and that feels really good.
Do the class trial right, or the audience is gonna get bored!
Just let it run out.
Fine, be bored. We're not here for your entertainment. We're trying to survive. You're the ones who want us to be entertaining. If you're gonna complain, perhaps you should just stop watching. Even if we have to make the entire audience hate us, we're not gonna stop. We're gonna end our tragedy here.
Just give up already and start voting time.
All 4 of us will abstain from voting, so you'll be the only one who survives.
Are you okay with that, Kibo? Is your inner voice telling you that's okay? Does the outside world really want that? Do they want Danganronpa to end?
Yes.
Hey! What are they saying? What's your inner voice saying?
My inner voice doesn't matter anymore. I'm going to end this game with my
Uh-oh.
Kibo?
Kibo, what's wrong?
That's what I thought. See? They don't want this kind of ending. They want the killing games to continue. That is the outside world's decision.
What?
Isn't that right, Kibo?
Yes, my inner voice will not accept an ending without hope or despair.
Kibo!
Kibo, get a hold of yourself!
That's not possible. The Kibo you see there isn't the one you know. Like I said, you can't defy the audience when you're their surrogate. It's 'cause he did such a silly thing that he's feeling the audience's anger now.
What do you mean? What's happening to Kibo?
Since Kibo kept defying the audience, they took a vote and decided that troublesome personality of his should be erased.
His personality was erased?
How cruel can you guys be? How long are you gonna play with our lives?
But that's the decision of the outside world. Don't just end Danganronpa! We supported you! You owe us! That's what they said. So it doesn't matter how much you fight, you can't change the outside world! 'Cause the outside world still wants Danganronpa! That won't change!
What did you say?
So do you still want to throw your lives away? Even if it changes nothing?
Kibo!
Kibo!
I can barely control it. Looks like this is the end.
Don't say that! You survived this far!
I'm sorry. I could not fight with you until the end. But your choice is not wrong. The real enemy is the outside world who is enjoying this killing game. So please, use me to change the world.
Kibo.
Kibo! Stay with us!
He's completely erased. That makes me sad too, you know. He was a character I created. But this is the end. The outside world rejects your decision. So no matter how you use your lives, it won't change anything.
Then I'll change it. Kibo gave us this one chance. If Kibo is doing what the outside world is telling him, we just have to convince him. I know we can change the world. We owe it to Kibo to try.
I said it's impossible! For fiction to change the real world—
The impossible is possible. All you gotta do is make it so. You can even change the world. No, we will change the world. For ourselves and everyone who died.
You're going to throw your lives away for those who have died? You fought to survive this killing game. If you die now, it's all over.
Even if we die, it's not the end. Our friends who died gave us their love, and we changed because of that. If we can inspire change in others, then that love will live on. That love will tear down the wall between fiction and reality, and it will live on forever. That's why I'm gonna change the world. As long as I have their love, I will change it. Even if this whole story is a lie, I will use that lie to change the world.
That's right! We're not gonna just be fiction!
Shuichi, you can change this world. Because you're Kaito's sidekick.
There's no way you can persuade them like that! They all love the killing games! They can't get enough Danganronpa!
I'm giving the world what it wants! I won't let hypocrites interfere!
Kibo, let me hear the voices of the outside world. And let them hear me.
What the fuck is this?
This isn't my Danganronpa. I'm a longtime fan. Do you realize how much I've given to this show? I'm gonna be pissed if there isn't a happy ending. Man, this debate is getting whack. I don't like twists like this. This is getting way too meta. This isn't my Danganronpa. I'm a longtime fan. Do you realize how much I've given to this show? I'm gonna be pissed if there isn't a happy ending. Man, this debate is getting whack. I don't like twists like this. This is getting way too meta. This isn't my Danganronpa. I'm a longtime fan. Do you realize how much I've given to this show? I'm gonna be... No way fiction can change the world, lol.
Fiction has the power to change reality!
I'm not here for a damn lecture!
Hey, what about Little Miss Assassin's punishment? Preachy characters are so annoying. Man, I was rooting for the detective. This guy should have died instead of Kaede. Death makes the characters better! Death is the point of Danganronpa!
I'm not here for a damn lecture!
Hey, what about Little Miss Assassin's punishment? Preachy characters are so annoying. Man, I was rooting for the detective. This guy should have died instead of Kaede.
Death makes the characters better!
Death is the point of Danganronpa!
I'm not here for a damn lecture!
Hey, what about Little Miss Assassin's punishment? Preachy characters are so annoying. Man, I was rooting for the detective. This guy should have died instead of Kaede.
Death...
Killing games are the best form of entertainment!
I won't let you use our lives for entertainment.
Hope versus despair!
Hope!
Pick one!
Despair!
Hope! Despair!
Hope! Despair! Hope!
Despair!
Hope!
Despair! Despair!
Hope!
Despair!
Hope!
Despair!
Hope!
Despair! Despair!
Hope! Hope! Hope!
Despair!
Despair! Hope!
Despair!
Hope!
Despair!
Hope!
Despair! This ending sucks!
Hope! Hope!
Despair!
Despair! Hope! Hope!
Despair!
Despair!
Hope! Hope! Despair!
Despair!
Hope! Hope! Despair!
Despair!
Hope! Hope!
Hope versus despair!
Hope!
Pick one!
Despair! Hope! Despair! Hope! Despair! Hope! Despair! Hope! Despair! 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 Hope! Despair! 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 Hope! 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 Despair! Despair! Hope! Despair! Hope! Despair! Hope! Despair!
This ending sucks!
Hope! Hope! Despair!
Despair!
Hope! Hope! Despair!
Despair!
Hope! Hope! Despair!
Despair!
Hope! Hope! Despair!
Despair!
Hope! Hope!
Hope versus despair!
Hope!
Pick one!
Despair! Hope! Despair! Hope! Despair! Hope! Despair! Hope! Despair! 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 Hope! Despair! 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 Hope! 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 Despair! Despair!
A pointless death because no one voted is the worst ending ever!
I fucked up.
Hope versus despair!
Son of a bitch.
Pick one!
Despair! Hope! Despair! Hope! Despair! Hope! Despair! Hope! Despair! 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 Hope! Despair! 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 Hope! 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 Despair! Despair! Hope! Despair! Hope! Despair! Hope! Despair!
This ending sucks!
Hope! Hope! Despair! Despair! Hope! Hope! Despair! Despair! Hope! Hope! Despair! Despair! Hope! Hope! Despair! Despair! Hope! Hope!
A pointless death because no one voted is the worst ending ever!
It's not pointless. We're gonna use our lives to change the world.
Is Danganronpa really gonna end?
You can't just end it out of the blue
Who
like
cares
this.
if they die? They're not real!
Just
kill each other already!
Hope! Despair! Hope! Despair! Hope! Despair! Hope! Despair!
We want more of the killing game! I need that sweet closure! Well, hopefully there's another season. There's no way they'd let it end like this,
I'm a longtime fan.
Do you realize how much I've given to the show? Death makes the
characters
ending
better.
suck. Is the point of Danganronpa? Death makes this ending suck. Is the point of Danganronpa? Death makes this ending suck. Is the point of Danganronpa? Is Danganronpa really gonna end? Can't just end it out of the blue like this. Who cares if they die? They're not real. Danganronpa will never end, will it?
Together, we're gonna end Danganronpa!
What just happened?
Kibo?
Like I said, it's pointless. The outside world won't let Danganronpa end. Everyone loves Danganronpa. That's reality. Killing game entertainment will continue forever!
Now then, let's proceed with voting time! I think hopeful Kibo should vote for despairing Tsumugi, without a doubt! Because that's what the outside world wants to see!
Let's give it everything we've got! Presenting one last voting time!
So we abstain, don't vote. I would take that's what we should do. Well, is this gonna work? I imagine it is. Maybe Kibo will come to his senses and not vote at all as well. Come on, Kibo, don't vote.
All right, looks like voting is over. Let's hurry and announce the results.
I didn't vote. That was the right thing to do, right?
the three of us might be penalized for abstaining to vote. But what's going to happen to Kibo and Tsumugi?
If Kibo is controlled by the outside world, he must have voted for Tsumugi.
Then what about Tsumugi? If she had cast one vote for Kibo, then it would be a tie, but...
Oh, there's no need to worry about that. I didn't vote either.
What?
Just as I thought. You wanted Hope to win.
That's not it. We're friends, aren't we? There's no way I'd abandon you guys.
Friends? You've got no right saying that now!
Hoo-hoo-hoo! I turned over a new leaf. I'm not lying. It's the truth. So, since the four of us abstained from voting, only Kibo's vote counts. No matter who he voted for, the only one who survives is Kibo. So, in other words, the winner is Hope. But Kibo said earlier that he'd sacrifice himself and take the punishment, right? So we're going to punish him. He'll be participating in the next killing game.
Hold it! Why are you punishing Kibo? If Kibo survives, then there's no need for him to be sacrificed.
It doesn't work like that. He needs to follow through on his words.
That's not fair! Are you twisting the rules again?
It's fine, because this is all fiction. Maybe it's a bit forced, but that's fiction for you, right? Well, since I didn't vote, I'll be killed with you guys. But I'll accept my death. If you guys are willing to die to stop the killing game, I'll die to continue it. Even if it's just fiction, I gave my life to make it. I've given my life to Danganronpa. And how about this for the next plotline? Hope has won, but the lone survivor, Kibo, remains trapped. Now he'll challenge the killing game anew. Will he be able to grasp true hope? Yeah, an ending like that can work, right?
What? This is the worst possible ending.
But this is bad. At this rate, our deaths will be meaningless.
Well, we already know the outcome, but we should follow protocol. Monokuma, please tell us the results.
Okay, then let's begin! Who will be chosen as the Blackened? Who will win? Hope or despair?